Number 1. Once in a blue moon.
It is used to say that something happens very rarely or infrequently. For example, she calls her relatives once in a blue moon.
Try going with your feelings once in a blue moon.
Aries, once in a blue moon. Why? It was an outrage not to have another helping if I felt like it.
Only once in a blue moon did he condescend to hear an appeal.
Number 2. It's not rocket science.
It refers to something that is not difficult or complicated to understand. For example, you can set up the Wi-Fi router. It's not rocket science.
It's only after a price check. It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science, Castleman.
Well, it's not rocket science.
Number 3. Take a rain check.
We use this to say that you want to postpone an invitation to a later time. For example, I appreciate the invitation, but I'll take a rain check for now.
Well, congratulations. Maybe I'll take a rain check.
I'll take a rain check.
I won't even watch.
I'll take a rain check on that burger.
Number 4. Beat around the bush.
It means to avoid talking about the main issue or to speak indirectly. For example, he was beating around the bush instead of giving a clear answer.
Hi, excuse me. Listen, I don't want to beat around the bush.
Don't beat around the bush.
And let's not beat around the bush.
Number 5. Let the cat out of the bag.
It is used to say that someone accidentally reveals a secret or surprise. For example, she let the cat out of the bag about the surprise party.
Oh, surely you can let the cat out of the bag for a silly old captain.
Oh, no, she's just covering up because I let the cat out of the bag.
Are you saying that we're never going to let the cat out of the bag?
Number 6. A walk in the park.
It is used to describe something that is very easy to do. For example, the test was a walk in the park compared to what I expected.
It's gonna be a walk in the park.
This is a walk in the park.
Number 7. In the same boat.
It means to be in the same difficult situation as other people. For example, everyone who lost their job is in the same boat right now.
As everyone here is in the same boat, there's no harm in my revealing some details.
And 9 months from now, we're back in the same boat.
Now we're all back in the same boat again.
Number 8. Cry over spilled milk.
It means to worry about something that has already happened and can't be changed. For example, yes, the project failed, but there's no use crying over spilled milk.
No use crying over spilt milk.
Can't cry over spilt milk.
Number 9. A blessing in disguise.
It describes something that seems bad at first but turns out to be good later. For example, her illness was a blessing in disguise because it led to positive changes.
You know, changing jobs can be a blessing in disguise.
Anyway, Willie's off the case, so...
Well, it may not seem like it now, Willie, but it's really a blessing in disguise.
This may be a blessing in disguise. Look at these.
Number 10. In a nutshell.
It is used to describe something in a very brief and clear way. For example, she explained the whole book in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, it said, the American people are turning sullen.
In a nutshell, you're following me down here to settle a score?
In a nutshell, I hate my brother.
Number 11. Be in hot water.
It refers to someone or something that is in trouble or in a difficult situation. For example, they're in hot water for not paying their taxes on time.
Once again, your hairdo is getting you in hot water.
I know you come over here as a favor to Billy because I got him in hot water with that government man.
You don't want to get your daddy in hot water, do you?
Number 12. Pull someone's leg.
It means to make fun of someone by telling them something that is not true. For example, I didn't really win the lottery, I'm just pulling your leg.
Someone's pulling your leg, Neville.
I'm pretty sure they were pulling your leg.
I think someone's pulling your leg, mate.
Number 13. Get cold feet.
It means to become nervous or afraid about something you plan to do. For example, she got cold feet and canceled the wedding at the last minute.
What happened?
Jim's got cold feet.
Today?
Yeah, that's how cold feet work.
Some of you may not know that on the eve of our marriage, I got cold feet.
Most of our guests get cold feet on their first mornings.
Number 14. Cost an arm and a leg.
It is used to describe something that is very expensive. For example, buying a house in this city costs an arm and a leg.
Garbage companies cost an arm and a leg. He's cost an arm and a leg. You call the manager now.
Number 15. Speak of the devil.
We use this when someone we are talking about appears unexpectedly. For example, speak of the devil. We were just talking about you.
Oh, where is that mask?
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
What?
The devil. Better go. Yeah.
Speak of the devil and up he pops.
Number 16. Walk on eggshells.
It means to be very careful with your words or actions to avoid upsetting someone. For example, after the disagreement, she walked on eggshells to keep the peace.
God, you gotta walk on eggshells with these kids today, huh?
Look, I feel like I walk on eggshells around you.
Now with us, they gotta walk on eggshells.
Number 17. Apple of my eye.
It refers to someone who is very special and dear to you. For example, my little sister has always been the apple of my eye.
Oh, look who it is, my husband, the apple of my eye.
You're the apple of my eye.
Liam, you're the apple of my eye.
Number 18. Through thick and thin.
It means to be loyal and supportive to someone in both good and bad times. For example, they've been friends through thick and thin for a long time.
Bimbos have always been there for me, through thick and thin.
Someone who would always stand by me through thick and thin.
Brad, when we took that boy into our home, it became our job to see him through thick and thin, and now it's thick.
Number 19. Burst someone's bubble.
It means to tell someone something that ruins their excitement or happiness. For example, she was excited, but I burst her bubble by saying the party's canceled.
And sorry to burst your bubble, but it doesn't work like that in real life, Warren.
Oh, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but I report to Madeline Reese.
Sorry to burst your bubble, kid, but that's 90% of the job.
Number 20. Call it a day.
It means to stop working on something, usually because you feel it's enough for now. For example, after finishing the report, we decided to call it a day.
Ray, we're gonna call it a day.
He says that they can't fix his car until they get another part, and it's gonna be hours, so he says to just call it a day.
Let's not. Let's call it a day.
Number 21. Sweep under the rug.
It means to hide, ignore, or avoid a difficult situation instead of dealing with it. For example, the company tried to sweep safety concerns under the rug.
That's a meeting they couldn't sweep under the rug.
And the rest just gets swept under the rug, right, Captain?
This is not something you just sweep under the rug or choose to forget. You have to.
Number 22. Spill the beans.
It means to reveal a secret or share information that was meant to be kept private. For example, I accidentally spilled the beans about the surprise party.
I'm afraid your father spilled the beans about Noah, and when Lon didn't hear from you again last night, he decided to come.
I bet Polly you'd spill the beans to that reporter.
So that she can spill the beans inside the department. We were gonna give them wine, get them all loose and juiced, but you spilled the beans.
Number 23. Miss the boat.
It means to miss an opportunity or fail to take advantage of something. For example, he missed the boat on the job offer because he didn't apply in time.
Apparently, the one who really missed the boat in London was me.
Samantha, I missed the boat on that one, huh?
Observed, I hate to tell you how often they've missed the boat.
Number 24. Raining cats and dogs.
It is used to describe a time when it is raining very heavily. For example, we had to cancel our picnic because it was raining cats and dogs.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Robin, what did they make you call Tropical Storm Hector when it was raining cats and dogs?
Last year when I was in Miami, it rained cats and dogs the whole time.
Is that all right? Just raining cats and dogs out there.
Number 25. Hit the hay.
It means to go to bed or start sleeping. For example, let's finish this movie quickly. I'm ready to hit the hay.
You want to hit the hay, as they say on the farm?
Oh, I'm gonna hit the hay, you guys.
Well, I am gonna hit the hay.
Number 26. The ship has sailed.
It describes a situation where it's too late to act or change something. For example, I wanted to buy that concert ticket, but now the ship has sailed.
Well, you know, the ship has sailed, that it's over and there's nothing you can do.
You kidding? The ship has sailed.
The ship has sailed.
Number 27. A pain in the neck.
It describes someone or something that is very annoying or difficult to deal with. For example, my neighbor complains about everything. She's a real pain in the neck.
God, what a pain in the neck I was. No, you ain't.
You're fixing up a pain in the neck for your boyfriend. Sissies give me a pain in the neck.
Number 28. Be on thin ice.
It means to be in a risky or dangerous situation where things could easily go wrong. For example, she's on thin ice for not finishing her project on time.
Fine, Mosby can stay, but tell him he's on thin ice.
I'm already on thin ice with my family.
You're on thin ice, pal.
Number 29. On cloud 9.
It means to be extremely happy or excited about something. For example, he was on cloud 9 after winning the championship.
When Bischoff got his job, he walks in the office first day, he sits down, man, he's on cloud 9.
Number 30. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
It means to accomplish 2 tasks or solve 2 problems with 1 action or effort. For example, she killed 2 birds with 1 stone by cleaning and listening to an audiobook.
Well, I thought I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Turn the...
I just figured you wanted to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Number 31. A pretty penny.
It means something that costs a lot of money or is very expensive. For example, fixing the house is going to cost a pretty penny.
It'll cost you a pretty penny, Bob.
Those rims look like they cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah, it cost me a pretty penny, but got me out of a whopper of a fight, huh?
Number 32. Drop the ball.
It means to fail to do something important or to make a mistake. For example, he dropped the ball by forgetting to make the reservation.
Well, falling down is a part of the game. Doesn't give me license to drop the ball.
Stewart! I don't want to see you drop the ball again, you got it? Since he's a senior partner with ambition, and you dropped the ball twice in 2 days.
Number 33. Get out of hand.
It means to lose control of a situation because it becomes too difficult to manage. For example, the party got out of hand when too many people showed up.
I feel like this could get out of hand real fast.
I came to realize it was a quick out for Michael if things got out of hand.
You let things get out of hand, first chance you get. That's...
Number 34. All ears.
It means to pay close attention and listen to someone carefully. For example, tell me about your trip. I'm all ears.
If there's something here that would like to communicate with us, we're all ears. Speak up.
We're all ears, but I don't see it, dude.
I'm all ears, Miss Ham.
Number 35. Cut corners.
It means to do something quickly and easily in a way that saves time but reduces quality. For example, the builders cut corners and now the roof is leaking.
Getting caught cutting corners is the last thing I need right now, Lucifer.
So, yeah, I'm sure you can understand our need to cut corners around here.
The jury thinks the cops cut corners to convict a guilty man.
Number 36. Pull an all-nighter.
It means to stay awake all night to complete a task, usually studying or working. For example, he pulled an all-nighter before the final exam to review all the notes.
I'll order a pizza, we'll pull an all-nighter because we're in this together, okay?
I just pulled an all-nighter at a crime scene.
Yeah, you know, I just got so sick of the mess that I pulled an all-nighter.
Number 37. Pipe down.
It means to tell someone to be quiet or stop talking. For example, the teacher told the students to pipe down so the class could start.
Pipe down, and I'll tell you.
Well, I'll read it if you pipe down.
Pipe down, please, and I'm not your bro.
Number 38. Clear the air.
It means to fix a misunderstanding or remove confusion or anger between people. For example, they had a meeting to clear the air after their argument last week.
I want to clear the air about that stuff that got said a couple of weeks ago.
I think we should clear the air about what happened.
I just wanted to clear the air.
Number 39. In a heartbeat.
It means to do something instantly and quickly without thinking twice. For example, if I had the chance, I'd move to Europe in a heartbeat.
And if you asked her, she'd tell you in a heartbeat she wants to stay with me.
That's it. I'm on a plane in a heartbeat. You let me know.
Well, if you do that, then you're going to get shuttled out of here in a heartbeat.
Number 40. Turn over a new leaf.
It means to make a fresh start or begin a new phase in life. For example, he promised to turn over a new leaf and quit smoking.
Listen, we got to turn over a new leaf, yeah?
You said you wanted to turn over a new leaf.
Aren't you gonna ask me if I've really turned over a new leaf?
Number 41. Water under the bridge.
It means something from the past that is no longer important or worth worrying about. For example, they had an argument last year, but it's all water under the bridge now.
Like you said, Bob. Water under the bridge.
Ain't nothing, it is water under the bridge.
When I said that was water under the bridge, I meant it.
Number 42. Smell a rat.
It means to sense that something is wrong or that someone is being dishonest. For example, the manager smelled a rat when the numbers in the report didn't match.
I smelled a rat the second we got that office.
I smell a rat.
Hello, Unger.
We all smelled a rat, except Judith.
Number 43. Off the hook.
It means to be free from blame, responsibility, or a difficult situation. For example, my boss let me off the hook when I explained why I was late.
Come here, I'm gonna let you off the hook. Okay? We provide the service that lets him off the hook.
I guess I'm kind of hoping you'll come back over the rail and get me off the hook here.
Number 44. Spice things up.
It means to make something more exciting or interesting than it was before. For example, let's spice things up at the party with some music and dancing.
I thought it might spice things up and get her to dust my room at the same time.
It's got some great tips on how to spice up your marriage.
Just trying to spice up the love life.
Number 45. Look like $1 million.
It means to look or feel extremely good, healthy, or confident. For example, after his haircut, he looked like $1 million.
She looks like $1 million.
I know.
You and your car look like $1 million.
I don't care what you say. She looks like $1 million.
Number 46. A tall order.
It refers to a request or task that is difficult to accomplish. For example, finishing this report by tomorrow is a tall order, but I'll try my best.
Look, I know this is a tall order, but I believe in you.
That last part's a tall order, Chalky.
Forget it, man. It was a tall order.
Number 47. Be back in the saddle.
It means to return to your normal activities, especially after an illness or injury. For example, now that I'm feeling better, I'm back in the saddle with my studies.
It'd be good for you to get right back in the saddle.
It's about getting back in the saddle. Okay?
Feels good getting back in the saddle, doesn't it?
Number 48. Out of the question.
It refers to something that is impossible to do or achieve. For example, buying a house in this market is out of the question. Prices are too high.
My parents wanted me to, so that was out of the question.
Now that politics is out of the question, he can stay here at home with me.
I'm afraid it's out of the question. I'm sorry.
Number 49. Speak out of school.
It means to discuss or reveal information that is private or inappropriate to share. For example, John spoke out of school when he mentioned the secret event.
Well, I don't want to speak out of school, but $15 a week to me seems excessive.
On the other hand, I did get a look at their offer. And I don't want to speak out of school, but...
Now, I don't want to speak out of school, but from where I was sitting,
Number 50. Slip someone's mind.
It means to completely forget something, often temporarily. For example, I wanted to call her back, but it completely slipped my mind.
You've got a husband. Or did that slip your mind?
Maybe things just slip my mind every once in a while.
In case it slipped your mind, this show opens in just 1 week from now.